What is up, everybody? I just got back from watching the Backrooms movie. Now, you don't need a lot of knowledge to what the Backrooms are to understand this movie, because it doesn't try to do that. I don't know much about the Backrooms. I've never seen any of the original footage. I've seen one thing about the Backrooms, and that was it. So I came into this movie relatively blind. But for the understanding that I had of the Backrooms, it was a good watch. I was excited about going to see this movie, and it delivered, I guess. It delivered at least what I initially thought of the movie when it was announced, or when the trailers dropped. It was never going to be a strict horror movie. It was always going to be a psychological thriller, and that's what the Backrooms always were, claustrophobic areas. They weren't monsters and this and that. Kane Pixels' version of the Backrooms never had monsters. And with the film being directed by Kane Parsons himself, it was going to be on his version, but he did in fact create an entity he created a couple entities actually, just to appease the people who have seen Backrooms footage with entities in them, which I thought was a good touch. So, did I wish it was a little shorter? Yes. That probably would kill it for some people, is the length. It's about an hour and 50 minutes. The story does drag in some areas, I will say that. So I think like a shorter, maybe an hour and a half runtime would have been better for the film. But other than the runtime being my only peeve with the movie, it was still a fun watch to go see. So, if you guys haven't checked it out in theaters, I recommend you do so. But if you are looking forward to going to see this movie and the Backrooms is no longer in there, I would still suggest maybe paying a streaming service to rent it at home. So, you got best of both worlds there.